Hello, you guys. Today went by so fast. I feel like I was just here, now I'm back. And I mean, that's not complaining. Like, who wants to sit in the office for hours on end? But, my goodness, I'm like, time is just it's going so fast. I swear, sitting here now, almost the end of the year, almost Christmas and everything, I was like, I remember it being January so vividly. I remember, it feels like a couple weeks ago. And here we are, a whole other year gone. We're going to be going into 2023. And it's just like, wow. Wow, wow, wow. What am I even going to do with myself? But I did want to get on here because I wanted to touch on, I saw a lot of comments about the fact, because I guess I didn't really understand that Amber is not paying the effing $1 million. It's her insurance that is paying the effing $1 million. And so I just am like, oh, dang. Well, in my head, I was like, I thought she was in a lawsuit with the insurance companies because they didn't want to pay the money either. So, are they going to pay it up? And I mean, they have a better chance getting the monies via the insurance company versus it being directly from her, because you can't trust her for anything. And I really just don't think, I don't know. I don't know what the hell she has going on, whose pockets she's in, how she's able to just bounce from place to place to place around the world. I don't get it. But I wanted to make that correction, make that clear. I now have an understanding that it's coming through the insurance company, but I still need to understand if she, just because they settled, does that mean that the insurance company is now going to settle due to that, and then they're going to just pay out that $1 million for her? It's all very convoluted and conflicted and everything like that, so I need to get a little more research on that done. But I will say that I saw an interesting tweet, and I don't know if I liked it. Let me go see, because it was very interesting, and it was a person who's been following this whole trial for a while, and they felt very disappointed that it was settled. They felt that the appeal should have just been played out, and we should have just done that. I'm going to see if I can find that tweet because it brought up an interesting point. Hold on. I can't find the tweet anymore because it's just lost in the Twitterverse. But that's what it essentially said, that pretty much they were disappointed that Johnny settled and allowed this to happen this way. So I did find something from Laura B, and what I was saying by that is, I don't feel disappointed. I feel like we all know this was never about the money. It was the fact that he wanted the truth out there, and he wanted vindication, and he wanted to repair his reputation, and he did not want to be known to the world as a wife beater, an abuser, and an SA'er, and all these other things she was trying to call him, and to protect his family's legacy. He has kids, Which also, side note, there was a very interesting Nepo Baby article came out. Very interesting. And half of those Nepo Babies on there, I had no clue their connections. Not at all. Maybe I'll look at that with you guys. But I did see a tweet from Laura B. Okay? And apparently, Brown Rutnick, they put out a press release about this whole situation, kind of clarifying what it is that took place. Okay? So the press release says, Brown Rutnick helps Johnny Depp resolve defamation case. A Brown Rutnick brand reputation management team successfully negotiated a favorable settlement for actor Johnny Depp in his defamation case against Amber Heard. Both sides will dismiss their respective appeals in the Virginia Court of Appeals on December 22. Under the terms of the settlement, Heard's insurer will pay Depp $1 million. Which has been pledged and will be donated to charities. As we know, the wording is very much purposeful. It has been pledged and then it will be donated. But that money has to come from these insurance people first, okay? The agreement also precludes both sides from filing another lawsuit in this case. So, if Amber continues to run her mouth, does that mean that Johnny can't then come back at her with this judgment and vice versa? Is that what that's saying? Because from her statement, it seems like she's still going to run her mouth because that's all she has left. And it's just like, you are not going to tell me you're going to sit up here the rest of your life and every time you come out with something you're going to talk about this situation. Like, why say that? It's like a soft threat. It really is. It's a threat. It's threatening. I feel threatened that it's gonna be all chill, it's gonna be peaceful, then all of a sudden she's gonna come around on some bullshit and everybody's gonna be like, are we really doing this again? Are we really doing this again? Okay. It proceeds. We are pleased to formally close the door on this painful chapter for Mr. Depp, who made clear throughout this process his intent was to bring truth to light. Partners Benjamin Chu and Camille Vasquez said in a statement, "This was never about the money. The jury's unanimous decision in favor of Mr. Depp and against Ms. Heard remained fully in place. And the payment of the $1 million reinforces her acknowledgement of the legal system's rigorous pursuit of justice." In June, a Virginia jury unanimously ruled yes, yes, yes. The 7-member jury awarded him $15 million and $2 million to Heard on the account of her counterclaim. After the verdict, both sides appealed parts of the decision. Chu and Vasquez led the Brown-Rudnick team, which also included partners Wayne Dennison, Rebecca McDowell, and associates Stephanie, Andrew, and Jessica, and Samuel. And then they give you a little blurb about the firm. So that kind of clarifies what's going to be going on here. And I find it interesting that it says that it precludes both sides from filing another lawsuit in this case. I find that interesting. But y'all, it sounds to me like it's over. But like, I feel like a lot of people are thinking that it's not over and she's going to keep continuing to run her mouth. And I do see that too. I do see her coming back around and running her mouth. I absolutely do. I do. What's Andy talking about? He's talking about Ray Fisher. A DUI guy got 255K subscribers. Oh my God. Oh my God. That's a lot. But yeah, I'm just so over this. Yeah, somebody else posted my truth. Yes, because she literally said in her statement, my truth. Like, not the truth, honey. Because you know you were lying. You was lying. Oh, is Eve popping off? Let's go to Eve's page. Is she popping off? I know her. How did I forget about that little... How did I forget about her ass? Did she finally get her name changed? She did. So what is she saying? Someone tweeted, with the $1 million, hashtag Depp will be making a pledge to several different charities to be named at a later date. She says, oh, he's making a pledge? Wait, what does that mean? Is he donating the money? Can someone call Camille? Bitch! Shut up. Shut up. This is the delusion of these people, because she's trying, like, they're always trying to align themselves with things that, like, have nothing to do with them. Their situation is completely different. Amber was given the money, proven, dates, check stamps, pay stubs, transfers of wires. It was there in black and white. The bitch had the money. She had, like 7 months to donate the money, but she sat up on TV and said that she had already donated the money, but she had not. She had not. And then she tried to use pledge synonymously with donate. That makes no fucking sense. That makes no sense, Eve Barlow. Ugh. Idiot. Idiot. She said RIP to all the professional lawyers on YouTube. She's probably saying that because a lot of lawyers did make channels and start talking about this, and they've gotten a hell of a lot of views. And she's probably saying now that all of this is over, RIP, your views aren't going to be like that anymore. You're not going to be making that money. Just salty, just bitter as hell. But you act like this is the only case out there. There is so much that law tubers and other channels can talk about if they choose to. If they don't want to talk about shit else anymore, then they don't have to talk about shit else anymore. Don't be bitter. Don't be salty. This happened to be one of the biggest cases because it was so outrageous what your little friend, what your little homegirl was doing and trying to put out to the world. But there's other shit going on. Other shit. So proud of Amber Heard today. Shut the hell up. She tweeted hashtag Amber is free. She could have been free. She could have been free 6 months ago. She could have never had been in this situation to begin with. This is all because she chose to. Infinitely proud of the strongest person I know. No, it should say infinitely proud of the biggest liar I know. That's what that should say. Oh, happy Hanukkah, y'all. Happy Hanukkah. For those who don't celebrate Mary Mary, happy Hanukkah. Oh man, when did that start? Hanukkah's with the menorah, right? When does Hanukkah start? Okay. I didn't know that. I used to work at the Holocaust Museum as an internship for my degree in art history. So I worked there for the summer, took the metro into DC, did the whole thing. It was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. But sad. Very sad at the same time. But yeah, that's what's going on, y'all. I just wanted to get on here to say I apologize for misstating my words of what was happening, and no, her bitch ass did not have to pay the $1 million. And I guess in that sense, I do see how some people can think that she got off easy, because apparently she's still going to run her mouth and the $1 million didn't come out her pocket. So she's not paid financially, but she's paying in her reputation and lack of career and lack of morality and lack of anybody taking her fucking seriously. And then I did see a tweet. It was a poll that somebody put out. I forget who. If you saw it, let me know if you remember. There was a poll, though, and I voted. And it said, if Amber were to come out and, admit to her lies and everything and apologize and this, that, and another, would you find it in your heart? Would you be willing to forgive her? Give her a second chance? The majority said hell to the no. There was a lot more people who said yes than I thought. It was near 16% or something like that. And it's just I feel like no, I don't feel like I would forgive her. I don't feel like, because she really made it hard for domestic violence victims who actually have situations and they don't want to be deemed as an Amber Heard and have people not believe. She's made it that much harder because she put this farce on. And she lied so dirtily and of the most foulest and vile things that's just something that you can't, I just don't think you can come back from that. I don't see... No, I would definitely not forgive her ass if she were to admit that she lied. And that's never going to happen. She's going to take this to her grave. She's going to take this to her effing grave. And that's how it is. So let me know what you think. Would you forgive her? Would you be able to give her a second chance if she admitted that she was a lying asshole? I don't know. I don't have it in me. They say forgiveness is the key, but I'm just no. But Johnny says that he doesn't hate her. He doesn't think about her. Because he said he doesn't hate her because to hate her would mean he thinks about her, So it doesn't seem like he hates her, but I'm sure there's a strong dislike there. You can seriously dislike a person. She took him through the ringer. She literally, no, I definitely could not. So let me know what you guys think about that. So, sorry you guys can't see me, but it's kind of late, and I was just sitting here thinking, and I was looking on Twitter, and as an update to the Britney Spears situation, Perez Hilton is banned off of TikTok. If you saw previously, the video talking about Britney Spears and Perez came out talking about he was told some insider information about something that is going on with Britney that would be really, really bad if it were to be put out to the public. And when he was asked if Britney is okay, he said no. So he is now banned off of TikTok. Now, I did see another TikTok, and I hope that I liked it, and I hope I can find it. Maybe I'll put it at the end of this. Essentially, because Perez Hilton, he didn't say what it was he's refusing to say. That's another big issue. But he did say to put your thinking caps on. You know, think about it. What would be really bad for Britney if it were to go public? So this guy on TikTok had a very interesting theory, very interesting. And I had not seen it before. And he was essentially saying that maybe because the Britney that we see now, the Britney that's on IG, the Britney that's twirling around, the Britney that's, you know, half naked, the Britney who's seemingly not there, you know, when you look in her eyes, I hate to say it, like you can tell that something's not right, and it would always be a bad thing for us not to say. You know, people are like, you know, Britney's free, let her do her thing, and if anybody said anything about, you know, her being weird or acting, you know, kind of strange, it would be like backlash. And so this guy was saying, you know, this Britney now is definitely not the Britney who was, you know, doing back-to-back shows, dancing her fucking ass off. Like, you guys, come on, her dancing from back in the day versus the dancing and twirling we see now, the very disjointed, strange acrobatics, and like there was even a video of her crying. It's just not the same, even though it'd be, you know, people grow, and when you get older it's harder to do those things, especially like she was doing. But it's not the same Britney, it's clear. So he was like, what if maybe after these 13 years they've had her on all these meds, all this therapy, fucking her up with all these mixtures, trying to do this, trying to do that, God knows what, you know, and the mixture of her potentially, allegedly, possibly having a mental illness, all that combined over 13 years, maybe the old Britney is actually gone. Maybe she's not here anymore. And they're trying to cover for that. So that was his theory. So I'm going to try to find that TikTok to put it at the end of this so you can hear it yourself. But I was like, whoa, mind blown. But, you know, I find it interesting that TikTok banned Perez Hilton after posting that. It's very strange. Maybe it's Britney's people, you know. I don't know. It's very, very, very interesting. So let me know what you guys think. And I am going to take my ass to bed. Good night.
Going on, because I haven't heard anyone say this yet. I think we are realizing and witnessing in real time exactly what happened to people like Prince and Michael Jackson and probably many other historical figures throughout history who have achieved great levels of power, fame, so on and so forth. What we are able to recognize when we look at Britney Spears are the years of abuse and neglect and the power and what that does to a person. You can see what the extreme fame and the glory and the idolization did to her, and it's not good. These are things that are happening that we will probably never be able to understand. They happen to you when you are rich and when you are powerful, beyond our comprehension. It becomes bigger than you are, and all of a sudden dark forces start to prey upon you in like all sorts of different ways. It can be your family, it can be the industry, it can be all types of things, but they want what you got. You essentially turn into a faucet of money that people can just keep turning on wider and wider and wider. It does not take a smart individual to look at any of the content we have received from Britney Spears over the past few years and not realize that something is wrong, right? She's not the same person. We also are fully aware of the fact that like a multi-millionaire, rich, lifelong dancing woman in her early 40s does not look like that, okay? She looks like a woman who has been beaten. She looks like a woman who has been traumatized, manipulated, drugged, and is very confused and probably has been very confused for much of her life. You look at her today and you can tell that that is not the same person that we all remember Britney Spears is. You can see the years of abuse and trauma and all at extraordinarily high levels of fame that we cannot grasp. And I believe that throughout the process of trying to control that, Britney was lost. In combination with all of the drugs, I believe that the Britney Spears we have today is a result of what happens to a human being when they live with that as their life for as long as Britney Spears has. No matter how many different tricks they try to pull, our human instincts will tell us the truth regardless. Like, we can still see, like, we're not dumb. While she is technically still alive, we can see with our very own eyes that she also kind of is not. The Britney Spears that exists today, there's a piece of her that I believe is very manufactured, and I'm not sure if it happened on purpose or if it was an accident. If I had to guess, it was probably some of both. I think they accidentally fucked up Britney beyond repair, and now they are trying to deal with the consequences of that. My suspicion is that over the years, the amount of abuse and overprescribing of medications has caught up with Britney and is no longer concealable. They forced her to take too many drugs, the normal superstar drugs that they give to everyone that killed Lucille Ball and Michael Jackson, all of those normal drugs. But Britney Spears also has mental health conditions that I think that they tried to mix with medications, and at some point in time, experimented too far. They tried too many things, it's been too many years, and unfortunately they only have pieces of her left to work with. They messed with her brain chemistry, and in combination with her mental illness struggles, they at some point in time lost her.
But yeah, I think that's gonna be the end of my speculation when it comes to Britney Spears, just because I feel like it's getting a little dark. No pun intended. But I feel like there's some stuff going on there that is deeper than we even know. So I'm just gonna end that speculation there. For me, out of all the theories, speculation, this one is the most intriguing and makes the most sense to me. So I'm interested to hear what you guys think. But damn, just imagine all these different medications being fed to you. Oh, that's not working, so let me give you this. Oh, that's not working, let me give you that. Crazy.